You have no idea how many nights someone whispered your name to the heavens, hoping you'd finally see this. Not just anyone, but someone who truly loves you, who has loved you across lifetimes, and who even now, from beyond this world, has helped send this message through me. And guess what? It finally reached you. Not sooner, not later, but right now. And there is a reason for that. Before we continue, promise me one thing. Promise that you will not ignore what you are about to hear. Because if you do, you may never look at your own story the same way again. This message is not from me. It is not even just from heaven. It comes through the eyes of God Himself, through Archangel Michael. And it begins with one of the most painful truths ever kept from you. A truth hidden behind smiles, warm hugs, and quiet lies. Let me say this gently, because it may shake you deeply. Someone you loved, someone you trusted, has been playing a perfect role. A snake hidden in plain sight, wrapped in concern, soaked in false prayers. Behind every "Are you okay?" was a silent hope that you would fall. Behind every "I am here for you," there was a hidden desire to see you break. But heaven has had enough. Archangel Michael says, "This snake in your family has finally been exposed. The name is about to come forward. Do not look away now. This is not gossip. This is not drama. This is a final warning from the divine court." They smiled with you and turned against you the moment you looked away. But this message is not only about revealing betrayal. It is about unlocking something greater, your power. You have been held down for too long by unseen forces, buried pain, and karmic weight that was never yours to carry. And now it is all being lifted. This moment right now requires your full attention. Archangel Michael is beside you as you read this. That sensation on your skin, that is him. That sudden breath you took, that is your soul reacting to a truth it has always known, but could never confirm until now. If you have ever wondered why your plans collapse just before success, why certain people bring chaos into your peace, or why your inner light dims even when you try your hardest to shine, this is why the betrayal was not random. It was planted quietly and allowed to grow where you could not see it until now. A family member, yes. Someone who laughed with you, sat beside you at meals, prayed with you, and promised loyalty, was the one feeding your name into dark energy. Maybe they envied your light. Maybe they resented how the universe favored you. Maybe they simply could not accept that you were chosen, while they felt left behind. But the reasons no longer matter. Heaven has made its decision. They will not be allowed to harm you again. And beloved, this is not just exposure. It is a rescue, a divine rescue. This is your spiritual escape. Archangel Michael says, "You have been trapped in a cycle for years that was never yours to carry. The snake kept you distracted with pain, while God placed blessings just beyond the door. But here is the miracle. The door is open now. You only need to walk through it. And let me tell you something sacred. Once you fully receive this message, once you allow this truth to move through your spirit like thunder across a stormy sky, you will feel a shift in your body. You may cry or you may become completely still, but something inside you will change. And once it does, no one will ever be able to manipulate you again." Now listen closely, because this next part is sacred. The snake already sensed that something was shifting. That is why they have been acting differently lately. Nervous, distant, or suddenly too kind. Fake apologies, unexpected gifts, random calls. Pay attention, because they have already been exposed spiritually. Archangel Michael has already stood before them. But now he needs you to choose to see it. He needs you to choose your freedom. You must understand this betrayal did not only affect your relationships. It blocked your finances. It disturbed your health, your peace, your intuition. Every time you tried to rise, something held you back. Now you know why. They secretly prayed for your downfall while pretending to support you. But they forgot one thing. You are protected by angels, and God never loses sight of His child. Let me ask you something and answer honestly within yourself. Have you ever felt like someone close to you was watching you, but not with good intentions? Like every time something good happened, they minimized it, twisted it, or created drama to shift the focus onto themselves. That is a spiritual manipulation. That is the snake's pattern. But do not worry, because something more powerful is unfolding. You are stepping into your miracle season. Understand this clearly. When heaven begins to shift your life, it does not leave you without direction. It places a path before you, step by step. So you do not fall back into confusion, delay, or fear. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, the quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you. A 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated, just small, faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, if you are ready to release this burden, then begin today. The link is in the description and in the comments below, because what is opening for you now will begin to unfold in ways you cannot yet see. Your name has already been spoken in divine spaces. Archangel Michael asked God for permission to deliver this message to you. And now the blessings that were delayed are being redirected to you immediately. All you need to do is believe, and also stay aware, because this is the turning point your soul has been preparing for. But remember this, belief without action is like prayer without awareness. You must take the next step. Do not skip this. Do not assume it is just another message. It is not. It is the final warning before divine justice reaches the one who betrayed you, and a wave of blessings flows toward you. And yes, this may feel overwhelming. That is natural. You have cried in silence for too long. You have smiled through betrayal. You have held on to people who were never truly supporting you. But no more. No more delayed love. No more missed opportunities. No more confusion within your spirit. Today, clarity arrives. Feel this deeply. The reason you found this message is not. It is purpose. Heaven has tried to reach you before, but now you are ready. Ready to know the truth. Ready to release the bond. Ready to breathe freely again. And when you do, you will finally meet your true self. The version of you that has been waiting behind all this pain. This betrayal is not your end. It is your breakthrough in disguise. Do not miss the blessing within it. Archangel Michael says, the moment you accept this truth, signs will begin to surround you. Birds may behave differently. Numbers will repeat. Dreams will feel more real than waking life. And within one of those signs, the name of the snake will be revealed without you even searching for it. And when it happens, you will feel peace. Not forced peace, but earned peace. The kind that comes from surviving what was meant to destroy you and still rising. Because as this truth unfolds, it will feel like the universe is finally standing with you. Not just through signs, but through real changes. People who once ignored your pain may suddenly feel the need to confess. Situations that once confused you will become clear. You will remember words, notice details, and revisit moments. Everything will begin to connect. Piece by piece, the truth will come together. And when it does, do not doubt it. Do not question it. Just understand. This is divine justice unfolding. Archangel Michael says, this person has been draining your energy for a long time. That is why you felt tired after speaking with them, even when the conversation seemed normal. That is why you have faced strange delays. That is why at times it felt like someone was watching your blessings more closely than you were, because they were. And here is something they never wanted you to realize. Your light unsettled them. Your peace made them uneasy. Your strength disturbed their inner darkness. They tried to dim you because deep inside, they knew you were chosen to break generational chains. And you are. You always have been. Even in moments when you doubted yourself, especially then. Michael says you are more powerful than you were told. And that power frightens those who wear false masks. That is why they worked so hard to keep you distracted with heartbreak, confusion, and false loyalty. But not anymore. From this moment forward, something sacred begins in your life. A reversal, a realignment, a rebirth. Because you have suffered quietly for long enough. You have watered deserts with your tears. You have stood in fire and called it home. But now heaven has moved for you. And when heaven moves, nothing, no curse, no lie, no enemy can stop it. You may start to feel certain people pulling away after this. Let them. Their spirit can no longer stay close to yours once truth enters the space. Lies only feel safe in darkness. And you, beloved, are now holding a light that cannot be dimmed. And yes, this will hurt knowing that someone from your family, someone whose voice you trusted, whose presence you valued, carried poison in their heart. That realization can shake anyone. But Archangel Michael says it will not break you. It will free you. Because the truth is this, you were never the broken one. You are the blessed one surrounded by broken intentions. And now that the mask has been removed, nothing can hold you back. Not their opinions, not their energy, not their silence, not their false kindness, because heaven sees everything. And heaven says, it is your time now. Listen carefully. Tonight, a powerful shift will begin. It may come through a phone call, a message, or even a dream. Something will open in your reality. You might see their name appear. You might hear something about them that surprises you. Or you may simply wake up feeling lighter. That is the angels pulling spiritual weight from your soul. That is what freedom feels like. Do not fear what leaps when truth arrives. Fear what you would have kept if you remained unaware. Michael wants you to speak this out loud right now as your spirit awakens. I release every soul who pretended love just to block my path. I forgive, but I no longer carry. I bless them with distance and I walk in my truth. I am free now and I claim my divine inheritance. The words may seem simple, but they carry power and heaven hears them. Because this is not just a betrayal message. It is a miracle message. Your miracle begins the moment you accept the truth and step out of the trap. And you are doing that right now with every word you are reading. Do you feel it? The tightness in your chest is easing. The heaviness around your spirit is lifting. The snake has already been removed on a spiritual level. Now you are only watching the final scene unfold in the physical. And when it happens, when the full truth reveals itself in your reality, you will understand why you were meant to see this message today. Archangel Michael says this message was delayed 3 times because dark energy tried to block it, but they failed. You are reading it now because nothing can block divine timing. And now that you know it is time to act, be still. Listen. Watch. The person who betrayed you will try to shift blame or deny or cry. Do not fall for it. They had chances. They were warned. They continued. And now the divine has stepped in. And something beautiful will rise from this pain. The version of you that was buried under lies will rise again. The old you the one who tolerated too much, who questioned their worth, who believed love was pain. That version has now been released. A new you is awakening. A stronger you, a wiser you, a healed you. And no snake, no betrayal, no karmic tie can undo what heaven has restored. Michael says, "My sword of truth has cut the final chord." You are not alone. You never were. I have stood beside you in every silent battle. I saw what they did. I held you when you cried. And now I bring you justice. And this justice will not be small. Expect doors to open in the next few days that were locked for years. Expect people to step forward and confess things you felt but could not prove. Expect your energy to return like a flowing current because no one is draining it anymore. You may feel unusual sensations over the next 24 hours. A light pressure on your shoulders, warmth near your crown, tingling in your hands. That is not your imagination. That is angelic healing activating within you. Do not fear it. Breathe into it. Let it move through you. This moment is sacred. This shift is irreversible. This freedom is real. And now, are you ready for the name? Heaven will not simply place it before you. You already know it. You have always known it in your spirit. You have felt it in your body. The tension, the discomfort, the quiet unease. Your soul has always known. And now your mind knows too. Speak the name in your heart. The first one that appears, that is the one. Michael says, yes, that one. The one who acted the most genuine, that is the snake. And now, beloved, they have been seen by the highest light. And once heaven sees, no darkness can hide. You have come this far, and that says everything: that you were ready, that you were strong enough, that you were chosen to hear what many would have avoided out of fear, denial, or pain. But not you. You stayed. You continued. And now, your reward begins. Not tomorrow, not later. Now, from this moment, things will begin shifting quickly. Do not be surprised if people become uncomfortable around you. Truth does that. When your energy aligns, those who were comfortable feeding off your confusion will feel it. They may try to pull you back into old patterns, old habits, old pain. Do not go back. The version of you that tolerated that no longer exists. Archangel Michael says, you do not need revenge. You do not need confrontation. You do not need to expose them. You are the exposure. Your rise is the justice. Your peace is the consequence. Your growth is the sword. You may feel tempted to ask why. Why would they do this to me? Why someone so close, someone I trusted? But that answer will not heal you. You do not need their why. You need your freedom. And this message is your path to it. And here is what many fail to see. Snakes do not target you because you are weak. They target you because they recognize what you carry. They see that your soul holds the power to shift timelines, generations, bloodlines. They try to drain you before you realize it. But now you have realized, and their power is broken. Michael wants you to prepare. Over the next few nights, you will be visited in dreams. Not the kind of dreams that confuse you, but the ones that leave you waking up in awe. Dreams that feel like memories from heaven. You may even hear a voice softly call your name as you begin to fall asleep. That is him. That is the angels, reminding you that you are not alone. You never have been. You are now stepping into a season of divine restoration. Everything that was taken from you, your confidence, your clarity, your joy, your purpose, will return. And not just return. It will overflow because you paid the price through your pain. Now the miracle begins. And beloved, this miracle will not be small. A financial blessing is on its way, not through force, but through divine alignment, a contract, an unexpected message, a long-lost inheritance, or a cleared debt. It will appear when you least expect it, and there will be only one explanation. God did this. The snake believed they had stopped your growth, but they only delayed it. And what heaven delays, it multiplies. You are not just going to rise. You are going to rise stronger and louder than before. Now is the time to become still. Not to run, not to fix, but to listen, because divine guidance is coming. You may suddenly feel the urge to clean, to block someone, to write something, or to walk away from something you have held onto for years. That is divine direction. Follow it. Your path is now clear. And Michael says, you will not fall again. You were never meant to remain small. The snake wanted you to forget who you are so you would never step into who you are meant to be. But now the veil is torn. The illusion has ended. The spell is broken. You are chosen. You are powerful. You are seen, and above all, you are protected. Archangel Michael is not just watching over you. He is walking with you. Every step, every moment, every space you enter now carries divine authority. You will begin to notice how people respond to you differently, not out of fear but out of recognition. They will sense that something within you has shifted, and it has. You have activated something ancient within you. A light no human can give and no darkness can take away. Expect it. The one who betrayed you may return soon with tears, confusion, stories, and apologies that sound almost believable. Do not fall for it. Forgiveness is sacred, but access must be earned. And they have lost that privilege. Release them and allow heaven to handle what you cannot. Because when you rise, everything around you begins to realign. And right now, everything is moving in your favor. The stars, the wind, the whispers of your ancestors, the presence of angels, all are aligning for you. You will soon feel lighter in your body. Your presence may glow. Strangers may notice your energy. Even animals may watch you differently. These are signs that your vibration is rising. You are now attracting what aligns with your divine self. No more confusion, no more doubt, no more repeating cycles. The snake has been revealed and you have been renewed. So breathe, feel that. That is your soul returning to where it belongs. That is your destiny coming back to you. Michael says one final thing, and receive this deeply. I saw you when no one else did. I stood for you when you did not know your name was under attack. I spoke your name in heaven, and now you walk free. Not as a victim, not as someone who just survived, but as a warrior of light. Do not forget who you are. This is the end of their control and the beginning of your legacy. You were chosen to break every lie that passed through your bloodline. And from this moment forward, the snake is no longer part of your story. You are the story belongs to you now, and it begins right here. And now that the snake is gone and truth is no longer hidden, you must protect what is about to enter your life. Archangel Michael says, your next chapter will look nothing like the last. You are stepping into a season where you no longer need to explain your worth. You will simply walk into spaces and your presence will speak. You will touch things and they will grow. You will dream and those dreams will begin to unfold in your waking life. Because God does not only rescue, He restores. But with restoration comes responsibility. You cannot allow all habits to return. You cannot let guilt reopen doors that heaven has closed. You cannot allow emotional ties to pull you back into spaces where your spirit was once drained. The healing has happened. The clarity has come. And now, beloved, you must walk like someone who has been set free. This is your turning point. And before we go deeper, Archangel Michael has one request. Pause for a moment and listen to your heart. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I have been tolerating that has been hurting my spirit? Whatever comes to you, that is your next release. Let it go. Because the more you release, the more heaven can fill. The more space you create, the more blessings can enter. And Michael says, what is coming is greater than anything you have lost. You lost relationships, but what is coming is divine union. You lost opportunities, but what is coming is aligned abundance. You lost time, but what is coming is restoration beyond measure. 1 year of divine blessing can restore decades of pain. And that is what lies ahead for you. But understand this, snakes do not disappear quietly. As your blessings begin to rise, so will whispers, jealousy, and attempts to pull you back. Do not engage. You are no longer who you were. You are aligned with a higher purpose. Heaven has chosen you to carry light into places that only knew darkness. And beloved, this is not. God did not choose someone stronger. He did not choose someone more prepared. He chose you. Because despite everything they did, despite everything they said, despite how many times you broke, you still kept your heart open. You still prayed. You still gave love. You still believed. And that kind of spirit cannot be ignored. That is why Archangel Michael came to you. He saw your name written in divine purpose. He saw your heart tested through fire, and he knew you were not just someone who survived. You are a vessel, a carrier of divine truth, a breaker of spiritual chains. And now your time has come. You will begin to notice things others cannot. You will feel truth before it is spoken. You will sense energy even in silence. This is not fear. This is discernment. Heaven is sharpening your awareness. Use it. Trust it. If something feels off, it is. If someone speaks kindly but drains your energy, walk away. You do not need explanations. You have alignment now. And as this chapter closes, Michael reminds you of something sacred. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. And what is being built cannot be shaken by storms, lies, or betrayal. God will send you people who truly see you. People who celebrate your victories because your joy brings them joy. People who pray for you instead of comparing themselves to you, and they are coming soon. Do not lose hope. Do not become bitter. The snake was part of your journey, but not your ending. You are stepping into a future your enemies cannot touch. Michael says, let the snake watch. Let them witness how high you rise. Because nothing they did, no curse, no lie, no spell could stop what God has planned for you. And beloved, this is your moment now. Not to explain, not to prove, but to rise. Do not rush it. Let it unfold. Each day, speak this. I am walking in divine favor. I am protected. I am aligned. I am chosen, and I am rising. Say it in your room, in your car, quietly to yourself. Let your spirit settle into truth because you are no longer the one who questioned their worth based on someone else's deception. You are the one heaven chose to receive this. You are the one Michael stood for. You are the one whose future will make the snake wish they had never worn the mask at all. And one final thing before you go. This message will not reach everyone. Not because they are not worthy, but because they are not ready. But you are. That is why you are still here. Because your soul has been waiting for this moment for years, maybe even lifetimes. So now with Archangel Michael beside you, with heaven surrounding you, and with divine truth flowing through every word, walk boldly into your miracle. It has already begun. And now that your miracle has started, sit with this moment, not as someone who has just been warned, but as someone who has just been reborn. Because what you have read is not just a story. It is a spiritual awakening, and it belongs to you. Your life will never be the same again. Not because someone else changed, but because you finally saw the truth. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Once the chains are broken, you cannot pretend you are still bound. You have stepped into a different frequency, a higher one that the snake cannot reach. And here is the deeper truth that Archangel Michael wants you to understand. The snake was not sent to destroy you. They were allowed only to reveal you. Every betrayal, every manipulation, every lie spoken behind your back, it all led to this moment of clarity. They believed they were breaking you, but God was using them to awaken you. And now, you are awake. Now watch what unfolds. You will begin to feel lighter, not just in your emotions, but in your spirit. The heaviness that followed you like a shadow will start to lift. People who once ignored you may suddenly come forward. Do not confuse their attention with genuine care. Heaven is showing you the shift, but stay focused. Your soul has taken enough detours. This time, your path is direct, leading you straight into your breakthrough, and you no longer need to force anything. What is meant for you now carries no resistance. The gates are open. The spiritual barriers are removed. What once took months or years will now happen within days. That is the power of divine alignment. Archangel Michael says you will begin seeing the number 7 repeatedly on clocks, on receipts, on addresses, on license plates. That is confirmation. 7 is the number of completion. It means the cycle has ended. What was taken from you is now being returned multiplied. You will receive powerful clarity through dreams, through conversations, even through unintentional confessions. When it happens, remain calm. Do not react, simply observe. Heaven is placing the final pieces before you, so you can close the door completely. And as for the snake, let them go. Do not chase truth that has already been revealed. God has shown you enough. You are not here to fix them. You are here to protect yourself. Now is the time to reclaim your voice. Speak clearly. Stand strong. Say no when needed. Set boundaries. End all cycles. Release shame. Choose peace. Prioritize purpose. Love yourself in the way they never could. Because now you understand they were never meant to stay. They were meant to wake you up. Michael reminds you, you are not behind. You are not late. Everything that felt delayed was perfectly timed. If you had seen this truth too soon, it would have broken you. Now, it will free you. This is your season of freedom, your season of clarity, your season of miracles. And no force can stop what has already been written by God. Now expect divine replacements. The right people, the right opportunities, the right blessings will begin to appear. You will no longer chase. Your spirit will attract what once felt distant. You will notice that you no longer beg for love, because love begins to find you where peace now lives. Archangel Michael says, this transformation will not stay hidden. Your growth will be seen. The same ones who betrayed you will witness your rise. But do not look back to prove anything. Let your life speak. Let your peace answer everything. And if you have ever doubted your worth, if you ever felt forgotten or left behind, let this truth settle within you. Heaven fought for you, not because you were broken, but because you were worthy. You were the one the snake could not fully poison. You were the one whose spirit kept returning to light no matter how dark it became. You were the one who heard the whisper and followed it here. And that whisper was heaven guiding you, saying, open this, do not skip it. The truth is here. And you listened now. Let heaven take over. Let Archangel Michael guide you. Let divine protection surround you. Let your miracle unfold. Do not overthink what comes next. You will be led. Every step you take from a place of peace and alignment will flow naturally. You no longer need to guess. Just listen, trust, move, and remember, you were never the problem. You are the light in a space filled with shadows. And now the shadows have disappeared because your light has risen. And now that this light has awakened within you, Arcángel Miguel says it is time to guard your gates. The snake was not only in your life to affect your present. They were placed to try to block your future, but they failed. Heaven has intervened, and now your life is no longer following human timing. You are moving in divine timing. So what does that mean? It means sudden acceleration. It means alignment beyond logic. It means miracles replacing struggle. It means waking up and realizing you are no longer waiting to be saved because you were already chosen. There is no going back now. You have crossed into the part of your story where peace is natural, where love comes with clarity, where money flows without force, where protection is not uncertain, it is assured. And if you feel something shifting in your chest right now, that warmth, that quiet pressure building within, like something just aligned inside you, that is real. That is your soul returning to its place. That is heaven saying you are ready. Ready for what? Ready for the life they said you would never have. Ready for the favor they tried to delay. Ready for the freedom they tried to block. Ready for the love that reflects your soul. Ready for the legacy you were meant to create. But before the rest unfolds, Archangel Michael whispers, do not forget to seal this moment. Do not simply read this and walk away. If this message found you, heaven is watching how you respond. Speak it out loud. Declare your alignment. Anchor this shift with a sacred promise that you will no longer ignore what your spirit already knows. Now say this with your whole heart. I accept the truth. I release the snake. I align with God's timing. I walk in power. I am chosen. I am protected. I am ready. Because what comes next is not just another chapter. It is the real story you were always meant to live. The one that begins after betrayal, beyond heartbreak, past confusion. And it is beautiful. It is whole and it is yours. And if you have come this far, if you have read every word, felt every shift, released every hidden tear this message pulled from your soul, then Archangel Michael asks one final thing. Protect this energy. Do not share it with just anyone. Do not beg to believe you. Do not shrink your truth to fit their comfort. This message was not sent to everyone. It was sent to you, to the one whose spirit has been quietly calling for answers, to the one whose heart has been longing for real peace, to the one who kept going when it would have been easier to shut down. God chose to speak to you today, and you listened. And because you did, your name is now marked for divine favor. Your energy is sealed in heaven's protection. Your timeline has been reset. What you thought had ended is only just beginning. The snake has been revealed. Their hold is broken. Their plans have failed. And you are rising. You are rising with heaven's light surrounding you. You are rising with Michael's sword behind you. You are rising with a spirit too wise to be deceived again. You are rising with a story that will one day be spoken as testimony, because it is already written. No weapon formed against you will succeed. And from this moment forward, the only thing that will surprise you is how quickly God begins to bless you now that the illusion is gone. But before you give your final answer to the universe, pause. Feel that pull in your chest right now, that quiet question that whispers, what if they have really changed this time? Archangel Michael senses that hesitation. He knows your heart does not want to accept that it was all for nothing. He knows how many times you rewrote the story in your mind, searching for something that would make their actions make sense. But beloved, here is the truth many will never say. Closure is not something they give you. It is something heaven gives you when you stop denying what you already know. And this is your closure. The apology may still come, the message, the long explanation, the "I was going through so much" speech. But be honest with yourself. You already know what they will say. You already know how they respond when they feel exposed. You know how they shift into the role of the victim just enough to avoid responsibility. And if you allow them back now, after all this divine work, you will not just repeat a cycle. You will turn away from your miracle. Yes, your miracle. Because something extraordinary is already forming around your name. Archangel Michael reveals that heaven has already spoken to the soul of someone new. Someone who does not need to be taught how to value you. Someone who will not just stay, but will choose you every single day without pressure or tests. This person was always meant for your path, but they could not enter while your energy was still tied to the past. The blessing was never denied, only delayed. So let this be the moment you finally cross that door. Not from anger, but from honor. Honor your heart. Honor your growth. Honor the countless prayers you cried through clenched hands, asking heaven to show you why this had to happen. And now you see it. This is the answer. Michael says, the pain was not your punishment. It was your preparation. Every tear watered the life you are about to step into. Every restless night shifted things in your favor. Every act of love you gave, even when it was not returned, was seen by heaven. And now it is being returned to you, multiplied, purified, blessed beyond reason. But to receive it, you must protect your gate. Your energy is no longer open to everyone. It is a sacred space now, and not everyone deserves access. Let that settle within you. Not everyone deserves access, especially not the one who failed to value you when they had direct access to your soul. They did not just hurt you. They underestimated you, and now they will have to watch you grow from a distance. So yes, they may return. Yes, they may say everything you once hoped to hear. But by the time they do, you will not be the same. You will be healed, aligned, chosen, and unavailable to anything that does not come with truth and respect. Michael ends this part with one final whisper, a divine instruction filled with strength. When they come knocking, do not open the door. Open your arms to the life I have been preparing for you. And that life is not behind that message. It is not within their confusion. It is not in your past. It is already moving toward you. And when it arrives, you will understand why you had to release what you thought you needed to receive what was always meant for you. You have come this far, beloved. Do not look back now. Your miracle is not on its way. It is already here. And now we step into the final part of your divine message, the moment where everything becomes clear. Arcángel Michael wants you to know that what is coming will be so peaceful, so fulfilling, so magnetic that you will forget what betrayal ever felt like. Not because it did not hurt, but because your healing will become stronger than your past. That is the true miracle. The snake took much from you. Time, energy, confidence, but heaven is restoring it all and multiplying it. You are about to enter spaces you once felt too broken to imagine. You are about to meet a version of yourself you have never seen before. Someone grounded, confident, radiant, undeniable. Someone who does not chase peace, but carries it within. And when it begins, when your phone lights up with unexpected favor, when your finances shift, when your body feels lighter, when strangers notice your presence, when you wake up smiling without reason, remember this moment. Remember this message. Remember this truth. Because this was the doorway. This was the sacred connection between your soul and heaven that changed everything. Michael says, You may feel tempted to return to what feels familiar. Do not. That is no longer your place. Your new life has no space for those who loved you with conditions. Your next level requires your full presence, your full voice, your full light. And this time, you will not need to shrink to survive. You will shine and still be safe. You will speak truth and still be valued. You will grow and not be punished for it. So here it is, your final moment of choice. Will you carry this truth and rise with it? Or will you step away out of fear of what happens when you fully embrace your power? Archangel Michael is standing beside you. He is not just watching. He is waiting for you to say, "Yes, I am ready now." And if you are, let heaven know in this very moment. Speak this blessing out loud. I am no longer afraid of who I am becoming. I forgive what hurt me, but I release what tried to destroy me. I welcome the version of me that knows peace, speaks power, and carries God's light. The snake is gone. The lie is broken. My life is free. I am ready. Let those words settle deep into your spirit, because your angels have received them. Your miracle timeline is now activated, and what once delayed you will now move you forward quickly. You will receive confirmation within the next 3 days. A dream, a call, a message, a sign so clear it will move you. Do not be afraid. It is simply heaven confirming that this message was real, that this was divine timing, and that everything has already begun unfolding. And now, beloved, a final whisper from the angels. If this message touched your soul, if your heart opened, if your spirit felt the warmth of heaven through every word, then you are part of something sacred. You are part of a divine family, a soul circle rising together in truth, light, and restoration. So if this spoke to you and you are ready for more, stay close because your journey is not finished. There are more messages ahead, more truths being revealed, and you were never meant to walk this path alone. Stay connected, not just for words, but for confirmation, for protection, for clarity, for the next message heaven sends through Archangel Michael and through those who carry the same light. Because now that you have been found, heaven will continue to guide you. The snake is gone. The truth is yours. The story is just beginning. And you, beloved, are finally free. And now that you are free, your soul can finally breathe. The air feels different, does it not? Lighter, calmer, more open. That is not just emotion. That is not imagination. That is your spiritual space clearing, making room for what has been trying to reach you for so long. Because when betrayal leaves, blessings enter. When lies are removed, light fills the space. When the snake is gone, the garden begins to grow again. Archangel Michael says, "Do not mourn what God removed. Mourn what would have happened if it had remained. Because that person, that energy, that masked soul pretending to support you, was holding your blessings back like a wall, blocking your breakthroughs with hidden intent. But not anymore. The wall has fallen, and everything heaven prepared for you is now moving toward you quickly. So prepare yourself. This time you will not have to beg. You will not have to prove yourself. You will not have to ask, why me? Instead, you will say, thank you, God. I understand now. You will understand why things did not work, why they left, why the pain came, why the quiet seasons were necessary. Because without the darkness, you would not have seen your own light. But now you do. And now that you see clearly, your energy is shifting into divine authority. Things are already aligning for you behind the scenes. Conversations are happening with your name in them. Decisions are being made. Doors are being prepared. But heaven needed you to receive this truth first. Because when the blessing arrives, it cannot be shared with the snake. This time, it is only for you. This time the victory carries your name. So take this final word from Arcángel Michael and carry it within you. You are no longer under spiritual attack. You are under divine assignment. What once came to break you has now become your foundation for purpose. This is not. This is heaven responding. And what is coming next is already on its way. A home you thought was out of reach. A relationship you believed you would never experience. A healing that once seemed impossible. A new beginning. Stronger, wiser, softer, more complete. Watch what happens in the next 11 days. It will be your confirmation. The kind that quiets all doubt. The kind that brings you to your knees, not in fear, but in gratitude. Because the truth is, it is already done. You are not walking toward it anymore. You are already living in it. You have crossed over. The snake is behind you. The angels surround you. The future is unfolding beneath your steps. You are no longer who you were when you first read this message. You are renewed. You are blessed. You are chosen. You are loved. And no one, not even the snake, can undo what heaven has revealed. This is your divine confirmation. Save it. Read it again. Keep it close. Because this was never just a message. This was a miracle, and you were the one it was meant for. And now that you have accepted it, watch what God does next. And as you step forward from this moment, do not rush to explain what has changed within you. Let it be felt, not forced. Let your silence speak where your words once tried to convince. You will notice how naturally things begin to align without struggle, how the right people feel closer and the wrong ones drift without resistance. That is not loss. That is divine order restoring itself. Stay grounded in this truth. You are no longer chasing what is meant for you. It is finding you, meeting you, recognizing you at the exact moment you are ready to receive it. And remember this, beloved. Every step you take now is being guided. Even the ones that feel uncertain, you are not walking alone, not for a second. There is a presence ahead of you preparing the way, and a presence behind you protecting what you have left. So move with calm, with trust, with quiet confidence. Your story is no longer shaped by what tried to break you, but by what chose to rebuild you. And from here on, everything that enters your life will have to honor the version of you that finally chose truth, chose peace, and chose yourself.